This week's programme features the final of the Lee Strand 550 from Tralee and that of the Peggy Kelly Islandbridge Sprint from Hards Cross, plus the quarter-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger from Limerick and the second round of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks from Shelbourne Park. The final of the Lee Strand 550 was the main attraction at the Kingdom Stadium last Friday evening. All eyes were on Droopy's Kite, who was the unbeaten favourite to take home the winner's purse of €10,000. But first, let's take a look back at the consolation final, where Saucy Cruiser went off the 4-5 favourite wearing the orange jacket.
And the hair now in motion for the consolation final of the Lee Strand 550. In 1, COLINS MICROICE. 2, Superstar Bluey. 3, SEOMRA King. 4, the reserve, Joy Jor. 5, Saucy Cruiser. And 6, a non-runner. The favourite is in 5, that's Saucy Cruiser. And the favourite's out quite well, as is 2, that's Superstar Bluey. 1 on the inside, COLINS MICROICE. And 4, that's Joy Jor heading into the first bend. There could be trouble here, and that's 1, COLINS MICROICE that gets the run of the bend and now leads by 2, 3 lengths over Superstar Bluey, who's a clear second. 3, SEOMRA King back in third, heading up towards the third bend, and COLINS MICROICE has a couple of lengths advantage, but there goes Superstar Bluey trying to make his move on the outside. It looks between these two off the final bend, COLINS MICROICE, but Superstar Bluey coming with a challenge on the outside, and Superstar Bluey's going to land the consolation final in very, very good style. Second was 1, COLINS MICROICE. Staying on for third, 5, the favourite, Saucy Cruiser. The winning time, 30:48. And the result of the consolation final of the Lee Strand 550. First trap 2, Superstar Bluey for Mary O'Connell in Limerick. This one trained by Neelis O'Connell. Second was 1, COLINS MICROICE. In third, the favourite, trap 5, Saucy Cruiser. The winning time, 30:48. And now for the big race of the night, the Lee Strand 550 final. In 1, BELLEWOOD Westy. 2, Droopy's Kite. 3, Goldmine Emery. 4, the reserve, Ballymactoken. 5, Melody's Pat. And 6, Talton Joe. The odds-on favourite is in 2, Droopy's Kite. And he's away quite well, as is 3, Goldmine Emery. 5 on the outside, Melody's Pat showing good early, as is 4, Ballymactoken into the first bend, and it's 5 that leads. That's Melody's Pat. He goes 2, 3 lengths clear over BELLEWOOD Westy now, who's moved into second. Then back in third, Droopy's Kite coming up with a run, but heading towards the third bend, and it's Melody's Pat that leads, but the favourite Droopy's Kite trying to get a run on the inside. He's cut off there, and that leaves Melody's Pat still 2 lengths clear of BELLEWOOD Westy. Droopy's Kite trying to come with another run on the far side. He's absolutely flying, and Droopy's Kite gets up in the line. What a finish. Droopy's Kite looks like he's just got there over 1, BELLEWOOD Westy. Staying on in third was 6, Talton Joe. The winning time, 30:17. And the result of the €26,000 Lee Strand 550 final. First trap 2, Droopy's Kite for Adrian Kelly in County Westmeath. Another big win for trainer Pat Buckley. Second was 1, BELLEWOOD Westy. In third, trap 6, Talton Joe. The winning time, 30:17.
Well, Pat, that was a hairy few moments there to see who actually got up.
It was, yeah, I knew he was up on the line, but we would just have to wait for the photo to be sure. But he ran great, you know. He came out of the box and he kind of got done after coming out, you know. He got squeezed up and he came to win the race at third bend and got cut off, and I said it's all over. He showed terrible pace then to come again and get up, and he's a real good dog, a real good dog.
He's really gutsy. I mean, there was trouble everywhere he turned there tonight, but he just kept going. There wasn't a bother on him.
There was trouble everywhere, but he's just got that bit of class. You see, he's a very, very pacey dog, and you know, if he gets any sort of run at all, he's going to do the business, hopefully, from now on. So.
And of course, he's by world class, I should say.
Yeah, he's actually world class. One of his first pups to run, so it's a great start for the young stud dogs. So they all seem to be they seem to be very good now. So I wish I had a kennel full of them like him.
Well, Adrian, you're not a stranger to successful dogs. You've had Tralee United, you've had a good few good dogs under you.
That's right, yeah. Tralee United last year, we did the Derby final there, and I had Winch's Spider, won the Connacht Derby in Galway last year, and a good few good dogs, yeah.
So you've a fair eye for these dogs?
Yeah, well, fair play to Pat there. Pat got them all for me.
And tonight, watching that race, your heart must have been in your mouth.
Yeah, he got trouble everywhere he went, but a good dog, he got up and went down without bidding.
And of course the Droopies, I mean, you've got a good few Droopies there now, and they're all running out of their skin for you. Yeah,
they're running well, good crop of young dogs, and you know, when you've good dogs, it's easy to train them. You know, they're just a good bunch of dogs. The Droopies dogs are having a great year this year. They seem to turn out a great quality dogs, so hope long may it last.
So what's going to happen with this fella next?
He'll be aimed at the Derby. That's where we'll go with him, Shelbourne Park. we've a plan made already. That's where we're going to the Derby.
There'll be plenty of celebrations, hopefully, in the next year.
Hopefully September there'll be some. Hopefully.
There was a top-class card at Hards Cross last Friday night with the final of the Peggy Kelly Islandbridge Sprint down for decision. It has been a tough event, but all 6 finalists had a real chance at the winner's pot of €4,000.
Here on the way now for the final of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Open Sprint. In 1 Chocolate Woods, 2 Droopy's Leon, 3 Jinko, 4 Spider Said, 5 Bertie's Express, and in 6 JACKSHEABOY. The hair up behind Traps. And off they go in a fast start by Trap 3. Jinko leads to the opening turn. In second spot we have 2 Droopy's Leon on the outside, 6 JACKSHEABOY, but it's 3 Jinko leads around the opening turn. From in second 2 Droopy's Leon, then comes 1 on the inside, Chocolate Woods, but off the second mend, and 3 Jinko has it in the bag. 3 Jinko staying on well to score. In second 6 JACKSHEABOY, then came 2 Droopy's Leon. The winning time a very decent 17:44. And the result of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Open Sprint, the winner was Trap 3 Jinko, flew from traps, made every yard of the running. Second was 6 JACKSHEABOY, and back in third 2 Droopy's Leon, the winning time a very decent 17:44.
David, you got the right result there.
Yeah, fantastic result. Bombed out, genuine little dog, great little heart. He loves it here. He won his first sprint race here the day of the day meeting here, and he was in Sunderland and was unlucky in the first round, and came home and straight into this, and missed the kick the first night, and got back to himself and ran very well here. Last week I was $6 to win, and done it again tonight. Delighted.
Obviously in a tough race like this, it's important getting a good start, and he was gone tonight.
Absolutely, he's in with super starters there, in fairness, and very good dogs in the race, and he just sparked on the night, and that was it, like, you know.
Obviously a big win tonight, plenty of more big sprints coming up, Dundalk and Mullingar. Would you be tempted?
Yeah, he's not a big Mullingar fan, but we definitely think about Lifford. It's a sprint coming up there soon, so we'll have a think about that. We'll have a chat with the lads and celebrate tonight. We're not going to rush or make any big decisions.
You've a happy bunch of owners beside you. Lads, they're good on the night, the Murrays, are they?
Oh, excellent. Great trainers, great Francis, great man, and David get a dog ready for a final, and they've proved that time after time. So fair play to them. And I just like to say it's a great partnership as well we've had with the Murrays, and also QE Maguire, the breeder. He's bred Cabbage White for us as well. We won the gold collar here as well. So I'm delighted for both men, so I am. And just like to say we're missing one man here tonight, Fergal Nugent. He couldn't make it tonight. He's another co-owner, so he'll be another happy man.
And surely I'd say that cup could be getting filled a little bit later on too.
No doubt, yeah, no doubt. Come on into the barn, we'll see. Definitely looks good, as long as you're buying.
Well, as the Connections head off to celebrate, we look back at the highlights of the first round of the Vodafone Quonka Cullen. As far as the bookmakers were concerned, only 2 dogs counted in Heat 4, with Rockmount Wonder in 1 the marginal favourite, ahead of Tyra Rachel wearing the blue jacket.
They're now coming up behind Traps. And away they go, and off to a good start was 4 Shane Boy Babs. 2 now shows them from Tyra Rachel. Around the opening bend it's 2 Tyra Rachel, 1 Rockman Wonder and Chase. Then comes 5 Fairy Girl, but into the home straight for the first time is 2 Tyra Rachel, leads by 2 lengths. Now 1 Rockman Wonder showing fine pace to challenge on its outside, but it's still 2 Tyra Rachel, 1 Rockman Wonder in second. Then comes 5 Fairy Girl into the back straight. 2 Tyra Rachel, 1 Rockman Wonder back in third. 5 Fairy Girl running a big race, but down the far side, and still 2 Tyra Rachel sets the pace. She has 2 lengths in hand on 1 Rockman Wonder. 5 Fairy Girl back in third spot, but it's 2 Tyra Rachel leads off the final bend from 1 Rockman Wonder. Can he close? No. 2 Tyra Rachel calling on extra reserves of stamina, and she wins in style. Second 1 Rockman Wonder. Back in third was 5 Fairy Girl. The winning time 42:22.
There was just one British challenger for the competition, Local Knowledge, who wore the red jacket in Heat 5. But the opposition was hot, including Bombers going home in 3, Air Force Amy in 5, and Sparta Bluebell on the outside.
And away they go, the favourite off to a good start. 3 Bombers going home, leads to the bend. On the inside now 1 Local Knowledge showing fine dash, and it's 1 Local Knowledge leads them into the home straight for the first time from 6 Sparta Bluebell. 3 Bombers going home in third with a bit of work to do, but it's 1 Local Knowledge leads passing the stands from in second 5, or 6 should I say, in second Sparta Bluebell. Then comes 3 Bombers going home, 5 checks there, Air Force Amy, but into the back now, and 1 Local Knowledge leads by 2.5 lengths. 6 continues in second Sparta Bluebell. 3 Bombers going home, trying his best to close, as is 5 Air Force Amy. Amy round the penultimate bend. It's one Local Knowledge. Here comes 5 on the outside, Air Force Amy with trap 3. Bombers going home. 6 far to Bluebell still there. Up the home straight though, it's 1 Local Knowledge. Here comes 5 on the outside, Air Force Amy, and Air Force Amy gets there. Close for second, 1 Local Knowledge and 3 Bombers going home. But no doubt about the winner, 5 Air Force Amy came from off the pace to win in 42-31.
Paul Hennessy had already completed a hat-trick by the time we got to Heat 6, where he had 3 runners, Antrim Classic in 1, Blackjack Baggio in 5, and Tyro Piper in 6. But Pat Buckley's Droopy's Ike in 4 was very strongly fancied also.
And away they go on a fast start by 4 Droopy's Ike on the outside. He leads to the bend from 1 Antrim Classic on the inside, but it's 4 Droopy's Ike from 1 Antrim Classic. Then comes 2 Mowler's Modra, but around the opening 2 bends and 4 Droopy's Ike. The Barry's T750 winner leads by 3.5 lengths to 1 Antrim Classic in second. A long way back to the rest, headed by 6 Tyro Piper with 2 Mowler's Modra, but out front it's 4 Droopy's Ike leads now by 2.5 lengths. 1 Antrim Classic is trying his best to close in second. A long way back to 2 Mowler's Modra. Still Droopy's Ike leads down the far side by 2 lengths. 1 Antrim Classic running a big race in second, but out front still 4 Droopy's Ike. 1 Antrim Classic remains a strong challenger in second spot though off the final bend. It's 4 Droopy's Ike now starting to pull clear. 4 Droopy's Ike goes on to score. Second is 1 Antrim Classic, and back in third was 2 Mowler's Modra. The winning time 42-13.
Well, that concluded a great night's racing at Harl's Cross, but there'll be plenty more action in the quarter-finals, which will take place next Friday the 15th, same venue. Great crowd turned up at Limerick Stadium last Saturday night to witness a feast of top-class racing in the quarter-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Leger. The Produce Stakes winner Green Heat was an absentee from the opening heat, and here Bar the Devil went off a 5-4 on favourite, despite a very tricky trap 6 draw. His only serious rival in the betting was Tyro Rocky in 4.
And away they go, and it's a good start by 4. That's Tyra Rocky. 2 Camo Clark also quite well away. 1 on the inside. Morbale though has best early of all and leads heading into the first bend. It's Morbale has a half a length advantage over Tyra Rocky, who's making his move now on the outside. 2 Camo Clark. Bar the Devil now trying to make a run on the outside, and then 5 in a hero, but at the third bend, and it's Tyra Rocky who leads, and he goes 3-4 lengths clear now over Morbale. Bar the Devil has a lot of work to do off the final bend, and Tyra Rocky's the one to catch. He's going to land the first quarter final in very, very good style. An easy winner, Tyra Rocky. It's close for second between 1 Morbale and 6 Bar the Devil, and the winning time 29.55.
Michael, that was a terrific run there from Tyra Rocky.
Yeah, it was fabulous. He's just getting his act together now. He's starting the trap, going to the bend, and he's a very strong stayer, so hopefully he'll keep doing that.
And he likes the trap 4?
He does, loves 3 or 4. 6 is too far out, and 1 is not the box either, so 3 or 4 is perfect.
We had a full field in the second heat. The new track record holder, Hondo Dingle, could be backed at 2-1 due to a very dodgy trap 5 draw. Sharing favouritism was Rushing Honcho in the red jacket, and other major fancies were I King in 2 and Skywalker Prince in 4.
And away they go, and it's a good start by 3 Curramore Pride. 4 Skywalker Prince has good early as those 2 I King on the inside, and 6 Jamie Top Note making a move on the outside, heading around the opening 2 bend. A little bit of trouble there, and Jamie Top Note takes full advantage heading out of the second bend, and suddenly builds up a 3 lengths lead over I King now, who's second. Hondo Dingle, the favourites, now moved into third, but around the final 2 bends, and it's Jamie Top Note. He's the one to catch. He leads by 3 lengths over I King and Hondo Dingle into the stretch, and there's going to be an upset here. Jamie Top Note's going to land the second quarter final in good style. Hondo Dingle gets up for second ahead of 2 I King, and the winning time 29.68.
In Jamie Topmode, he ran a blinder there tonight.
Yes, he ran it coming back to his form. He's been injured for over a year, and he's an old dog now, but he's still a good dog, yeah.
Well, I mean, he beat Hondo Dingle, which broke the track record last week, so he's in great class there.
Yeah, but you don't break track records every week. You do it 1 week and you mightn't do it again for a good while. It takes a lot out of a dog to break a track record, so I was expecting our dog to improve an awful lot when he got a clear run. If he got a clear run, it would take a real good dog to lead him down.
The inside box wasn't occupied in Heat 3 due to the absentee of You'll Have a Go. Therefore, his kennel companion Local Joe, wearing the black jacket, went off joint favourite with Skywalker Duke in blue. Also strongly fancied here was local specialist Talon, though badly drawn in the stripes.
And Newber's dual trap 3 is quite well away, as is 2 Skywalker Duke on the inside. Lookhill Joe has very, very good early, and 6 Talon on the outside. At the opening turn, Talon puts a little bit wide there, and Lookhill Joe now leads, heading out of the second bend, and goes 2 lengths clear over 6 Talon. Back in third is 2, that's Skywalker Duke, heading towards the third bend, and Lookhill Joe now extending his lead. He's gone 4 or 5 lengths clear over Talon, who's back in second. Skywalker Duke staying on in third, but this one's all over, running up towards the line, and Lookhill Joe's going to land the third quarter final. A good winner, Lookhill Joe. Second was 6 Talon, in third was Trap 2, Skywalker Duke, and another good time, 29.61.
Well, that was a lovely trap to line finish there.
He ran really great now. We were delighted with the trap draw, like with trap 4. I thought he would run well out of, so when he came out then knew he'd do a good run tonight, so we're really delighted with him. Nice to be in the semi-final next week.
So you're looking for trap 4 again next week?
Hopefully now. He seems to run the middle quite well around here, so sort of works to his advantage. So we're there anyway, so hopefully everything will be all right.
Dramatic Win was missing in Heat 4 and Trap 1 was once again vacant. This was a distinct advantage for the Box 2 runner Rockingham, who's a real inside specialist. The first round record breaker Droopy's Deco in orange went off favourite in the concluding heat, but it was a tight betting affair.
2 Rockingham gets a good break, a little bit of trouble there between Monsoon Jack and Tyra Brett, and Rockingham has very, very good early, and he already leads by 3 or 4 lengths heading into the opening turn. A little bit of scrummaging in behind, heading out of the second bend, and Rockingham still leads. He's a 4-length leader over 3, that's Monsoon Jack, who's a clear second. Tyra Brett now staying on in third, but he has a lot of work to do around the final 2 turns, and Rockingham still has a clear advantage over Monsoon Jack and 4 Tyra Brett off the final bend, and Rockingham, he's bidding to make all, and he's going to do so in the final quarter final. Rockingham an impressive winner. Second was 4 Tyra Brett staying on. In third was 3 Monsoon Jack, and another very, very good time, 29.57.
Well, Michael, he came out of traps fairly fast there.
Oh, he does, yeah. He loves it inside, and when the one was out, that was a secret. The one was missing. You know, he loves the rouse. If he's not in, he doesn't kick on too well because the dog's all around him, you know. He's a good little dog, fast dog.
But he made that look very easy.
I did, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, you're all going to be fighting for the insides next week. You're all inside seats, 1 middle seat through. What are you hoping for?
Oh, well, we hope the one, of course. The one, I'm away with it. Thanks very much.
And following the trap draw for the 2 semi-finals of this year's Irish St. Leger, Rockingham was given the Trap 3 berth in the second semi-final. 11 inside seats still remaining in the competition. Bar the Devil is still the outright favourite, but he was given an unfavourable draw of Trap 4 in the second qualifier. That means it promises to be a highly interesting session at the Marketfield venue this coming Saturday.
The Sporting Press Irish Oaks reached the second round at Shelbourne Park on Saturday night, and there was a fine crowd present to see Ireland's top bitches in action. Paul Hennessy had 2 runners in Heat 2, with Hello Jenny in the orange jacket going off at 9-4, and her kennel companion Hello Fiona in 3, a 5-1 chance. But the favourite here was Sly Fox in the black jacket.
And off to go. 5 is off to a fast one. Hello Jenny with 3 on the inside of her. Hello Fiona into the corner. It's the kennel companions 3 and 5 disputing it into the back. Now number 3 Hello Fiona goes on from 5 Hello Jenny, then 6 Lou Lighting down the far side, and Hello Fiona now being challenged and headed by Hello Jenny into the third bend, and 5 Hello Jenny takes it up from 3 Hello Fiona. 4 Sly Fox has done a huge run in behind in third, but off the final bend it's 5 Hello Jenny going on to win it from 3 Hello Fiona, who's rallying coming to the line. Third is 4 Sly Fox. It's 5, 3 and 4. The time 28.79.
It proved to be a big night so far for Paul Hennessy, as he had 3 through to the next round, and his star turn was undoubtedly Tyra Margaret wearing the white jacket in Heat 3. But this was perceived as a 2-dog affair, with Express Tune in the blue jacket going off the marginal favourite.
and off they go. It's 3 off to a flyer. Taramar, 1 Libris on the inside, and it's Libris number 1 leads on the bend. Rank outsider 2 is in trouble, the favourite, and suddenly 3 Taramar hits the front off the second bend and begins to go clear from 1 Libris, 4 Lemon Blossom and 2 Express Tune displaying huge pace, but far too late as 3 Taramar leads onto the final bend from 1 Libris. 3 and 4 are disputing third off the final bend, and it's number 3 Taramar goes on to win this one very impressively. 2 Express Tune gets up for second, 1 Libris is third, the time 28:45. That's a brilliant run indeed.
The Oaks' second favourite Shingon Stan ran from trap 4 in heat 5 and had just 4 rivals, with Craig's Toss and Absentee leaving trap 3 vacant. The main rival was Bluebell Fantasy in trap 5.
And away they go, she's off to an absolute flyer. It's 4 Shingon Stan displaying brilliant pace, leading up from 5 Bluebell Fantasy and 1 Lyle of Silence with 6 Slip the Bride. Down the far side, and Shingon Stan has gone on by 6 lengths from 5 Bluebell Fantasy, 6 Slip the Bride and 1 on the inside, Lies of Silence. Onto the final corner, and it's 4 out front. That's Shingon Stan, clear from 5, that's Bluebell Fantasy, 1 Lies of Silence in third, and up the straight it's number 4 Shingon Stan. She's impressive, she wins it in fast time. Second is 5 Bluebell Fantasy, and third number 1 Lies of Silence, the time 28:55.
The Hennessy treble was completed by Tyro Jean as she wore the white jacket in heat 6. She was the 5-2 favourite, and her main market rivals were Sheepwalk Fun from trap 5 and Katunda Carl in the stripes.
Here coming up behind traps, very open betting. Away they go. It is number 2 Well Out Crossfield Sonia. 5 Sheepwalk Fun showing pace. 1 Diva Sue getting a lovely run. Oh, in the inside, but runs wide and causes trouble. And it's 6 Katunda Carol leads into the far side from 3 Tyre Jean, and Tyre Jean is flying down the back. She takes it up and goes clear into the third bend. It's number 3 Tyre Jean by 3 lengths from 6 Katunda Carol. 2 Crossfield Sonia back in third, but Tyre Jean is racing away with this one. This is the third winner of the heat for Paul Hennessy, his third heat winner. Number 3 Tyre Jean wins by a wide margin. Second was 6 Katunda Carol, and third number 2 Crossfield Sonia, the time 28:89.
Coming into the night, Pat Kelly's Alexandrova was a very strong favourite to win the Classic, following a hugely impressive first-round performance. We had to wait until heat 8 to see her in action, and she went off a 5-4 on favourite to win from trap 5.
And away, and she stumbled coming out, and it's 4 Rosemount Chick leads up from 2 Distant Sparky on the inside, 1 Express Smasher. The favourite has plenty to do. She's back and forth into the back straight, and leading the way is number 4 Rosemount Chick from 6 Lady Jackmar. 5 Alexandrova showing huge pace now in third and challenging for second. Third bend is still number 4 Rosemount Chick from 6 Lady Jackmar. She's a big finisher. 5 Alexandrova, big finisher in third. Up the straight, and it's number 6 Lady Jackmar takes it. 6 Lady Jackmar the winner. It's close for second between 5 and 4. The time 28:93.
Next week's programme will feature those quarter-finals of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks from Shelbourne Park, along with the quarter-finals of the Vodafone Concord COLINS 750 from Harles Cross, and the semi-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Ledger from Limerick.
For a complete fixtures list and more information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.